I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
It's 420 somewhere!
On lonesome nights, we do podcasts on Thursdays. I froze my balls off in my room last night because it was like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
I woke up at 4 a.m. shivering. I was under all of my covers. I was like, oh, fuck, I better shut the window. What's up with this Denver weather, bro? I'm not happy about it.
Bro, this shit, you never know with college. That's what I told somebody the other day. It's like we've all been talking about it because everybody comes in and like, it's hot as fuck outside. Well, they have sweat stains and fucking sweat all over their brow.
Yeah. You go from 100 degrees to raining and 50 in like 4 hours.
Yeah. Like I tried to tell people, I'm like, man, I can't wait for it to be fall and it's all cool. They're like, dude, no. Because like it's either it's going to be snowing or it's going to be super fucking hot. And that's Colorado. And it can happen all in the same day too.
It still cools down a little bit. We're not going to have those 103 days in September and October, you know?
Oh, man, I hope so, dude.
Fucking hope not.
Dude, that shit's been rough, dude. It's been fucking rough. Felt like I melt into the pavement, especially when you got to sit in I-70 traffic.
And my car's all black. The interior's all black. This is hot. No amount of AC in the world is going to save you.
Oh, yeah, dude. And especially because they're going to be fucking working on this highway all year. Be prepared to have your AC working.
You mean all year, every year? There's 2 seasons in Denver, winter and road work.
All right, guys, it's 2027. The highway's finally finished, and then we realized that everybody moved back to wherever they were from, or California, because we just started illegal.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Literally, the moment we finish all this.
Hey, but think about traffic once they finish it and everybody leaves. There'd be nobody on the road.
Breeze. Dude, I'm waiting for those days. I know those days are gonna come. Everybody's gonna be like, fucking hate Colorado, there's so many people.
That's why you don't move here for a substance.
Yeah, I feel bad, dude. I moved here. I was talking with a Colorado native about it the other day, and dude, we are hated amongst all Colorado natives. And I'm like, I'm a Colorado implant. I've been here for 6 years. And it's like, no, you're not. Doesn't work like that.
You came when weed was legal. Doesn't count. That's how they all think about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, dude.
And I moved here for comedy. Honest to God. That's why I came here. Weed being legal here was definitely a portion of my decision making. But
I mean, yeah,
it wasn't like, I'm going to Colorado because weed's legal. It'd have been legal here for a long time.
I mean, dude, like I explained to that person, dude, when I was talking to him, I was like, bro, like, one of the biggest reasons I moved here is because, like, I'd rather be able to smoke weed legally and get a slap on the wrist from the cop, probation maybe at the most, as compared to me getting caught with weed in Tennessee or, like, Montana or, like, even Arizona or Texas, and then I get a felony, and I go to jail, and I've got cuffs on my wrist and years on me for smoking some weed.
Nobody needs that shit.
Dude, nobody. And it's like, bro, like, all I have to do is move. It's like I just move states, and then it's literally I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I get it entirely, but I get why Denver natives don't look too highly on people that are implants.
I know, dude.
Dude, it made their life crazy.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, dude, it's coming from native that explained it to me. It's like it all changed like overnight. It's like literally 1 second it's just chill, and there's all these places that nobody's touched, and then the next it's like you have all these fucking stoners here, insane amounts of traffic and shitty drivers,
high rises exploding up everywhere, and big apartment complexes and shit. It's crazy, man.
And now like there's not a spot in Colorado that's not touched. I mean, to be honest.
You ever gonna pass that thing? Or?
Oh yeah, yeah. My bad.
Dude, you're hilarious with these joints.
I mean, it's just like we have so many. It's hard.
I mean, you're right.
But usually I have yours in your hand, and I'll be just like, oh, he's got his, so here, let me wait to pass it.
Wiz has always got 5 blunts in rotation. I can hold 2.
Fucking blunt.
I can hold 2.
Yo, speaking of blunts though, guys, so fucking, I was at work yesterday, dude, and like it was insanely fucking busy. And it was, it's weird for a Wednesday. Usually our Friday or some early weekend. But fucking the reason it was so busy, And let me say this: the one day it's super fucking busy, we're down 2 people. So there's only like 3 of us, 2 of us doing our fucking thing, and there my brother. So we're trying to hammer out all these motherfucking people. We're sitting here wondering like, why the hell is it so fucking busy today? These people come in at the end of the day, they're like, yo, there's a fucking insanely bad crash down the road. They straight closed that shit off.
Damn,
I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, why? This lady goes like, yeah, like somebody like wrecked into the light shade over there. I'm like,
oh no.
what? Like, yeah, they had to fucking literally close down, sent all the employees home, and like, yeah, I guess I gotta fix it because somebody fucking hit that. I'm like, bro,
dude.
I'm like, no wonder we were so fucking busy. Everybody was like, oh, well, I changed clothes. Let's go drive 2 minutes over to Exclusive.
No shit, right? Wow. Can you imagine? I wonder where it went in.
Bro, that's what I was thinking, bro.
It was like on the wall where all the weed's at, and it just exploded. Weed goes everywhere. If I was a customer in there, I'd just start grabbing shit and running.
Oh, I started making the funniest bartender jokes. I was like, hey, man, you got to wait in line like everybody else. I would have walked up to his window and been like, sir, I have to take your ID first.
God damn it, T.
Sorry, bartender jokes.
I'm sure that plays really well around all the people that you sell weed with.
Oh, dude. You already know, bro. You already know. But, dude, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Light shade, man, they blow, man. But come on, man. You don't have to just drive straight into their fucking shit. Like,
for real. It's not that much of a weed drought going on. It does exist.
It's like, damn, man. Talk about impatience.
I mean, if you're that desperate, go down to fucking TGS. They'll help you out. Guy will yell at you, tell you your strains are stupid, and you're fucking dumb, and you should smoke different things and go to hell, and then you'll still buy the weed.
He'll freaking give you a fucking a talk on why you shouldn't be smoking weed and shun you for it and judge you.
If you like a sativa. Fuck that guy.
It's like,
anyway.
Bad. But, dude, basically fucking, I was like, dude, I wonder what kind of weed they're giving that guy. Like, Lightshade must be selling these motherfuckers some stupid dank for you to fucking drive into their into their dispensary. But, dude,
let me get those buy one get ones.
Dude, my homie told me about this one story though, bro. There was this she knew this homie right I don't know, like the spot, and there was a liquor store next door and knew the owner. The owner was saying that one day she like felt this big fucking rumble, like all the customers like, the fuck was that? And then basically like there's this kid, he was just learning and getting his permit and stuff, and he was just learning to drive. His parents were like, go take us to the liquor store. We're gonna go get some, some bottles and shit. And so this kid's driving them to the liquor store. They go into the liquor store, fucking they get out, they're getting back in the car. As this kid tries to go put it into drive or into fucking reverse, he puts it into drive. And right into the liquor store, bro.
Bro, you're not gonna be driving for a while.
Bro, for a while. And bro, I was talking to the homies last night. I'm like, bro, imagine that. I'm just like, you have to pay on a wall. It's like you got a 20 grand fucking debt bill fucking that you got to pay for crashing into a wall.
You have to replace the front of a business.
Literally, you have to replace that, like pay to fix that. Plus
Jesus,
your car.
Dude. I'm so glad I never did any stupid shit like that. The worst I ever did was hit a stop sign in the winter.
Dude,
it's because I took a turn too fast.
Oh yeah, dude. It was probably because you're sliding. Shit was icy.
That
I can
snow tires in my back seat and 2 girls sitting in the passenger seat.
Oh yeah.
One was on the other lap. And when we hit that stop sign, it did not go well for one of those girls.
Oh yeah, Nick.
We didn't hit it fast. It was like kind of slowing down, and then it's a little bit of a ditch. So when we went down into the ditch to hit the stop sign, it caught a little bit more speed and sent her forward. So she like hit her head on the windshield and hit her knee on the dash. It was not great.
Oh yeah, dude.
She was mad at me for a long time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, dude. But
I was trying to be hot shit going around this corner, and I forgot to hit the e-brake, and well, we went into the stop sign.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's like, man, I don't know how people fucking hit shit that's like, that's what we're saying. Like, how do you hit something that's not moving? Like, bro, you got to be a rookie. Like, I can be honest.
Oh, it was the first winter I'd ever driven, and I had my snow tires in the back seat. See what I'm saying?
That's why. Okay, I thought you had
6 inches of snow on the ground. No, they're in the back seat. I had slicks on, fucking racing through the snow.
Well, my fucking thing, bro, is like, let me tell you a story. I used to have 2 cars, bro. Before this Dodge Charger, I had my little Toyota Camry, and like it was awesome. And I was like, "Here, Dad, like you can use my car, man. Like I got two. I don't want to be needing that one." He was like, "Thanks." So like he's using my car for a bit. It's at my parents' house. I get a freaking text from my mom, like a picture, and it's just my sister's Jeep crushed into my fucking my Toyota Camry like a little Coke can. Like literally, imagine a Coke can. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
How?
That's my Toyota. Somebody I don't know. Out of all, dude, it's my luck, of course, dude. All these cars parked on the side of the road, like probably like my road right now, basically like that, just a little more slimmer, a little more narrower. Fucking just, I guess, was going a little too fast. Fucking hit it, just crushed into it, dude. And God bless my neighbor. I've talked about this before on the podcast. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to take a nap one day, and like I will. My brother goes like, "Hey, like the neighbor girl she's here. She wanted to talk to you because she hit your car." I'm like, "Hey, you're funny, dude." That's funny. He's like, "No, dude, I'm being serious." I'm like,
I remember being there for that. We were asleep.
gosh. Yeah, literally.
Wait. Is this not the same incident?
No, so he's talking
Because
about
I
two
remember that you
separate
explained that
times.
one time on the podcast. That girl that hit your car out in front of your house, and she came over and apologized. There was that. But
No.
this incident specifically, you have no idea, like who hit it.
It was a
hit,
drunk driver.
No, well, no. It was
it was a
different ones.
hit and run, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They ever get caught?
No, dude. This person never got caught, bro. My car was fucked. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was literally there's two different incidents, man. It's like, bro,
Fucking
I
A,
cannot.
bro.
I am paranoid about parking my car out in front of my house, dude.
I
Like,
bet.
I have to have it a certain way, like in a certain spot. And people do. They're like, dude, why do you like take so long to park? Why do you park so far? I'm like, I have to keep it in an edge area.
Yeah. I'm not letting anybody hit me.
Yeah, dude. With my luck.
It'd be tough to hit me in my neighborhood. The cars are parked so close to each other, but it's still possible. Dude, it happens. People don't pay attention when they're driving. That's usually what it is.
Yeah, dude.
And they fuck up and get scared, and then they run away. Then they sit in paranoia for weeks, I'm sure.
Yep. And then,
Wondering, oh, the cops ever going to find me?
Then they get caught next week later.
Well, there's cameras everywhere. You will eventually get caught.
Yeah, that's literally our world now.
Yeah. Yes,
But-
indeed.
But dude, you have anything, man? You got any?
I've just been watching my Red Sox lose every fucking day. They're killing me, dude. I put on my Green Monster shirt today, hoping it would bring some luck. Hopefully we'll turn it around. No.
Dude, it's the quarantine, man.
I guess. I think it's that they cheated the last 2 years and they got caught for it, and now they're all fucking... They're probably deservedly losing. I think this is karma coming back around.
It's like, fuck, we can't cheat. Everybody knows we suck now.
Yeah. What a wonder that they start losing now that they can't bang trash can lids to tell people what the pitch is.
Gosh damn, dude,
it's a
that's some
bummer, dude.
lucrative shit.
It's a bummer. But no,
Shoot.
man, I've just been drinking a lot. Not a lot, but you and I tied one on the other night. God damn.
Dude, yeah, that was a great time, man. Me and Nick had a little party. We toasted to freaking great times and just had a good time just chilling, relaxing.
Called me at like 10:30 when I was taking a little nappy poo, but I was already pretty drunk.
I woke up and
I
fucking
woke
walked
up.
in here. You were taking a nap.
I was like in and out of a nap when you came in here. That's why I got up so quick, because I knew you were coming. So I had my alarm set for like every 10 minutes. It would just go off, and I'd look
Oh
around
my-
and see if you were here.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But you got here, dude, and I was already drunk.
Like great times, dude. Great
Fucking A.
times, bro.
I was on one, dude.
Oh man, I'm glad you didn't freaking break another light, bro. We were just stumbling around this motherfucker. I mean, I look at this light now. We've got a new light in here, and I feel like we're like in a movie theater, or like I'm gonna fucking play. Like the way it cascades on, I'm like about to do some big speech, and then I smited the dragon.
You're gonna do a speech and then smite a dragon.
I mean, I'm trying to get on the Game of Thrones.
What are you, God?
I mean,
God's the only thing that smites, correct?
I don't know.
Smite
like
the
a-
almighty smiter.
Yeah, it's like like knights used to do that. I don't know. I don't want to sound too nerdy.
I don't think knights would smite one another. I think that's a theologic term.
Yeah, I
Pretty
guess-
sure. And God smited the men and women of Israel Forced them to walk the desert for hundreds of years. You know? Shit
You're
like
right,
that.
though. You're right. That's the context.
I don't know, dude. I'm high, all right? That fucking gorilla finger joint's got me stoned.
Dude, yeah, fucking Nick decided he fucking put all this weed on a tray, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll all of this.
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, yeah, that's a good idea.
It's good. 2.5, 3 grams, maybe.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not very good at measuring that kind of thing, but it's a lot of weed.
Yo, yeah, no, I looked at it. That's at least about 2 grams, hands down.
You said it looked like the grass that you pull out from the lawnmower when it gets clogged. It was about that much weed. Just a big monkey fist full of it.
That's ridiculous. But here, let's go ahead and roll some fucking more weed while we're talking about it, dude. Because I've got some shit I want to talk about, bro, on the current event side, bro. But here, I want to talk about something else. I brought my favorite weed of all time, dude, in today.
Oh.
Dude, the best weed you could ever smoke in your life.
He's got to dig it out of his magical bag of tricks here.
My God, yeah.
Dude, a magical bag of weed. One of my friends the other day was like, dude, why does your fucking backpack smell like dank? I'm like, homie, it's when you work at a dispensary, you're a stoner, bro.
Because it's full of dank, idiot.
Like, what do you want from me?
Open it up and give it a sniff.
Oh, dude, go ahead and give that a smell right there. Pull out a nice presentation nug. I think I pulled out a nice fatty. I usually try to get a good fat nug. It should be that bottom nug there. Yep. Oh yeah. Smoke upon that.
Listen.
This King Kong.
This right here.
This right here.
I want that one. I'm not looking at the label. I think I might know what this is. There's a slight chance.
Oh, dude. You know my favorite strain, you'll know.
I do. Yeah, I knew it.
Is this an Afghan goo?
Ooh, you're close. You're close,
Nah.
though. Imagine a poison.
Durban poison.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's instantly, dude. It's a classic strain, dude. Fucking
Hell
a
yeah.
really popular strain. Beautiful freaking nugs. I love Durban Poison. Is honestly, I will always say this, the best sativa you can ever smoke in your life.
It smells delicious if you like a sativa.
Yeah, it's
But
if you like sativas.
I'm just fucking around. I love everything weed.
Bro, me too. I love it when like a customer would be like, I'll be like, do you like indica sativa? He's like, bro, I just like something that's gonna get me stoned, bro, and looks good.
I like weed.
Like literally, and I'm like, that's the greatest answer you can give me. Let's get you some fucking good.
Yes, indeed.
Man, throw that presentation nug up there. So Durban Poison, if you know, really lighter nugs. It's gonna have some good hairs in there. Really, really beautiful, yo. They'll give you a really uppity high. Like that's the thing about Durban Poison. I mean, if you don't like sativas, it's gonna make you anxious. It's a I don't know, like highly energetic one. Really gets you going. That's what I love about Durban, man. Like a little energy drink and a nug.
Yes, sir. And what we just smoked in that gorilla finger was probably every weed you could possibly imagine.
Dude, I fucking love it. This gorilla joint is amazing.
They take their shake from all their weed and they just throw it into a big jar.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
it's a
what we
mix
do.
of everything. Yeah, I like it.
Dude, I love it, dude. It's like, bro, our shake is banging, bro, and I love when dispensaries do that. Like, I highly recommend that to any dispensary, and just take all your best weed, throw the shake in something, bro, and you help out the customers, and you make profit from it. It's like, dude, it's great.
Yeah.
Don't be bullshitting. Don't be doing the boo boo, because I've been dispensaries that have the boo boo in there, and it's ridiculous. Don't do that trim.
Yeah, don't put leaves in that shit. I do not want leaves, trim, stems, seeds, all that fucking garbage that you can just throw away.
Please, dude.
Just give me shake. Put a strainer on it and just strain the smaller weed through it. It's like sand in fucking kindergarten.
Bro, preach, dude. Fucking preach. But here, let's go ahead and jump into those current events.
Oh, hell yeah. Current event time. Current event time. I'm getting high for current event time.
It's time now for current events.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Current events.
Hold up.
Yes.
Before we jump into all that,
Okay.
let me start by let's talk about a song that was just made. I had no clue. I am an uncultured swine at some points in times just because we work hella lot.
Actually, I think I know what you're talking about right now.
My homie was like, have you not heard W.A.P?
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
what the fuck is W.A.P mean?
Wait, didn't we talk about this on?
Wet-ass pussy.
Didn't we talk about this on Tuesday?
No.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. We talked about it prior.
Maybe I've
because
just been watching it too much. All right, continue.
Yeah, because we were gonna talk about
I've been
it.
seeing all the
Yes.
shit on fucking social media.
And it's just
about
been
it.
blowing up. It's been blowing the fuck up. I'm like, it can't be that bad. My homie's like, hold up, let me read you some of the lyrics. Started reading me these lyrics. Like,
That's some wet ass pussy. What?
Park his Big Mac truck in my and I'm like,
It was all the sexual innuendos, and it was not hidden at all.
in the least bit. And it's like,
Okay, but plenty of other songs have been like that in the past.
No. Oh no, I'm not mad at it. What I'm mad at is I can't watch it without getting hard.
dude.
Well, yeah, that's what it's meant to do,
I'm
you
all
know?
that person of I was like, when my homie was telling me this, I'm like, dude, no, that's terrible. Why would they do that? This sounds insane. Like, I don't know why they would do this. Like, you just need to watch it. I'm
You
like,
just
all
need
right,
to watch
fuck
it.
it. So I open up my laptop. I go to
Oh,
watch this.
no.
I'm like, bro,
It's a banger too.
bro, it is I listen to the beat. I'm like, bro, whoever's engineer did this, their mama slapped them after they made this beat because this
Yes.
is
Ooh,
raunchy.
Lord.
This is
Or-
disrespectful music.
I still
Yes.
haven't even listened to it yet. I'm gonna
beat-
listen to it on my way to work.
I mean, I'm gonna
Oh, it's
you up.
they are talking about fucking. There is
Well,
no
that's the
two
type
ways
of music
about
I
it.
listen to anyway on a daily.
It's overt.
It's
Yeah,
there's
I'm
no
sure.
filter, and
oh,
it's like,
yeah, but
well, you want to know the funniest thing, y'all? It's not even necessarily the song that people are so mad about.
Oh, it's the video.
it's the video.
It's the video
Oh my god.
and the fact that Kylie Jenner
Is in it. Yeah, I remember
had to
that.
remember which one it was.
I saw
It's
some
the
stuff
fact
about that.
She's in it, and I don't know why everybody's so mad that why
I
are you
was
so
confused in the video when she showed up. I was like, is she about to spit a bar right now?
That's right.
What is going on?
Bro, I was so ready for it. She had the look.
Did
it was
Kanye
all
write
there.
some shit for her?
You're stupid.
There were hella memes and shit about. I remember people. At first, that's the first thing I saw about W.A.P was why the fuck was Kylie Jenner in it?
Yep.
Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" There were memes about it. There were jokes. Like it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
She looked good in that.
Well, yeah, of
video.
course. Like
Oh.
I figured that was probably the only reason why they had her in there because of her
Oh.
looks.
100%.
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
talking about wet ass pussy.
I mean, what better than have
Get one of
Kylie
those
Jenner.
Jenner Kardashian girls over here.
Exactly. Like this is
They'll do.
this music video is
That's
made
what
for
the
them now.
That's
Yeah.
what the producer said. He was like, "All right, we're gonna need a bunch of women
He's like,
wearing really tight suits.
all right. We got Megan Thee Stallion and we got Cardi B. Yeah.
Yeah, we need one more thing.
We're just
One
missing
more-
one thing. What is it?
Fucking Kylie Jenner.
It's a Kardashian.
It's gotta be.
Oh, we need a Kardashian.
We
Get
have
the
to.
Jenner girl, the young one.
Call
The one
Kanye.
that just changed up her face and did a bunch of plastic surgery. Get that one and have Kanye write a verse for her.
We're gold. We're money.
This is
We're
gold.
money.
Can you imagine what that
Dude.
verse would have sounded like?
Dude, that would have been ice fucking self-made millies.
He probably got cut. Is what happened.
hillies. Some stupid.
My face is made of plastic and my titties all filled.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Lord.
dude.
Oh god.
Yes, but so I mean, honestly, so this whole video came about, everything, and like we come from an era where stuff wasn't completely filtered. We've seen some shit.
Yo,
I've
you
seen
remember
Rihanna.
videos back in the day?
I've seen
Like, when-
Rihanna in a fucking tight suit. I
when
remember,
videos were the thing.
Shakira's
like,
music videos? Get out of here,
yo.
bro.
Dude, what are we
And
even talking about?
I remember an old I can't remember what the song was, but it was Missy Elliott and she was singing "Let Me Touch That Tootsie Roll" or something like that.
Dude.
And one of my teachers heard that song on the radio one day and she was like, "Oh my goodness, we're never listening to this radio station
Oh,
again."
that's hilarious.
If that woman heard this song,
Yeah.
She would have
oh,
she might have had a heart attack.
I
But-
would hack her computer just to make it
Just-
play that video on a roll.
That's hilarious.
Dude, like I bet kids are
Oh.
just Imagine blaring that in the class. I would. I would just let my bad guys, my
Okay,
phone went
but
off.
see,
Yeah.
that's the other thing about this song. This song, obviously, like a lot of music, is made for adults. Children shouldn't be listening to this anyway to begin with.
Well, that's the problem we're
Because
facing.
that's some of the argument I've been seeing on like social media and shit like that. It's like, oh, why are they selling
Well-
sex? Why are they showing
Well, let me
our
explain
girls?
this, Angelique. Let me explain this. It's because freaking we came in an era like where we watched it too. We did that
Oh
too.
yeah, I mean, we see this shit no matter what, but it's not meant for children. It's for fucking adults.
I was listening to 50 Cent when I was 12, and I knew good and goddamn well that uncensored version of Massacre was not for children's
I grew
ears.
up listening to all Ludacris, Eminem. I grew up
Yeah.
listening to all kinds of fucking.
But when my dad heard that, when he picked up my little iPod Shuffle one day, a little USB stick looking thing, you remember those fuckers?
Yep.
Yep.
He picked that up one day and threw the headphones in and heard 50 Cent sing. He was like, we were at the gas station and I
Yeah.
came back from grabbing a drink inside and he was like, what is on this thing?
Many
You are not allowed to listen to this. It was like,
many
it's all
men.
N this and F that. That's what he said. He was like, it's all N this and F that.
That's funny.
He does not like curse words.
It was the same when I started living with my dad and my stepmom. At the beginning of like my dad and stepmom's relationship, my stepmom was raised in a very strict Christian home.
Yeah.
So like, man, a lot of the shit that my mom and my dad like grew up letting me fucking listen to and shit like that, nah, she cut all that shit out. Like even fucking when I got to high school and all that, like I barely could
But
listen to
what are you
certain
gonna
rap.
do at a certain point when your kids like grow up and they're? I mean, I eventually just started listening to whatever I wanted.
I still listen to
and-
whatever I want on my own time. When I'm at school with friends, like
Yeah.
there's plenty of outlets. When I'm with like, like
Let me explain this. And honestly, somebody explained it to me perfectly. They were like, honestly, think about it like this. Don't rappers do that same thing? Don't they explain that to women? Don't they fucking literally put them in that idle spot and talk about banging chicks and pussy
they do
and shit?
all of that. Yeah, listen, we all can think of hella songs.
Exactly. And that, I mean, that's the point, is basically like, cannot women not do that for themselves? It's like when a woman does it for themselves, then it's a big deal.
I
It's
don't
like,
think that's necessarily the issue with this song because
No, not at all. But some people,
and like just to your point, with all those other dudes that sing about that crazy shit, I would have a lot of adults that would not want me listening to that either, like 50 Cent, for instance.
exactly.
So it's sort of like I can attach to that music for certain reasons, but I also shouldn't idolize the actions that they're talking about in the songs. And if you're listening to context, they're usually not talking about that in a super positive way.
Not at all.
Like, even if it's, I'll get the strap if you're fucking around, it's like, don't mess with me because I am a little crazy. And that's sort of an admission of like, I don't do things the way normal people do them in a way. So if you break it down on that level, I guess.
I mean, and honestly,
But with W.A.P, it's like,
there's nothing.
these girls are trying to fuck. What's the problem? What's the problem?
exactly.
I mean,
But I get that it's not for kids' ears.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like we're still gonna make that, like, we need to live in we're not kids, like, and it's like that we are kids, but we're not at the same time. We need to act like adults, and it's like we always want to just judge stuff, and we don't want to grow up and be like, hey, like, let people just do what they want to do. Creativity comes in many different forms.
Exactly. I agree. I think I agree with that. Definitely. That it's
You don't have to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't-
exactly.
you don't.
have to listen to it. You don't have to watch it. Plain and simple. So why do you have to have such an outward
Opinion.
like bad opinion
Yeah.
about it, or people who are listening to it? Like, if it's something you don't like, that's fine. Just don't pay attention to
Yeah, but what
it.
if that's something you like? This is where I kind of like understand where some people come from. Like, if that becomes a popular song and it's all over the place, do you really want your kids seeing that? Like, if it was my kids, I probably don't. If I had two young boys, I probably don't want them watching W.A.P. right away, or two young girls for that matter, because it's an impressionable person. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, two people I'm not a huge fan of, but they have a massive presence in the entertainment world and on Instagram, and on all these places where kids have access to it.
Well, I think that's the hard part too now, is how out there in your face everything is now because of technology, and children have like people who allow that's the thing. When it comes to technology, I really wouldn't like necessarily allow my kids to have fucking access to shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's something that's tough to stop though. It's like we talked about with the music, like
Because at school, they're going to see it from friends. They're going to see it from family. They're going to see it when they're not around you. Either way.
That's the thing. It's because it's on YouTube everywhere, and it's like honestly, you can't filter it. It's like we've been trying to filter YouTube. We've been trying to filter everything, and you can't do it.
You really can't.
It's impossible. In like it's your kid's basically gonna see it because that's where kids are everywhere. You put your fucking kid in front of an iPad by the time they're like fucking 3
Exactly.
or 4. And I mean, of course, they're gonna click on the most played video because it's.
But
right
the most
there in front of
important
them.
thing,
and they're young, so they figure it out really quick too.
they
and
do.
like,
They're
it's-
fast learners.
They're better at it than you are by the time they're 7, and they know backdoor ways to do things. My little
Exactly.
sister knew how to surf on an iPhone or on her iPad in private mode so that nobody could see what she was looking at.
Yeah,
And
They're
exactly.
smart, man. They
no,
figure it
they're
out.
really smart. I mean,
And what do you do? What do you fucking do? Because like in the world that's growing up, you can't just shun your kid from technology.
So I have an opinion. I think you are just open to communication with your kids. They're gonna see this stuff, so talk to them about it and teach them like, hey, yeah, this stuff is out there, and you can either teach them this isn't something you look at to be. You might want to try and go down this route, or
Yeah.
when you look at the, you teach them
Yeah,
like.
but that's asking a lot of some very stupid people out there.
No, I
So,
agree.
yeah.
No, but for the
Yeah.
people who are open to that, you can teach your children a lot.
But when do you start that? Because that's another
That's
question
true.
entirely. Because I don't want to have that conversation with a 7-year-old.
Mhm.
They're in 2nd grade. They're
it's-
just learning how to write.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. But like,
They don't need to know about wet ass pussy.
true,
Yeah.
you're definitely right. I
I
agree.
might have wanted to know at that age. I was a horny little fucker,
Honestly, guys, it's like you have that conversation when they're about 15, like 14,
but
around
I might
that
be
age.
too late, bro, because they might already be fucking.
I think like
I was
12
thinking
or
about it.
13. I mean, I
It's-
knew people fucking who were 12, 13 already having sex.
We
like,
had a pretty intensive sex education when I was in 4th grade, and then 5th grade was when like the girls and guys all came together and you did the same one, and they taught you pretty much everything. And then 6th grade on throughout high school, like they were we had a sex ed course every single year.
for me in California, 5th grade was when they teach you the puberty talk. You separate the girls and boys, and you give them the puberty talk about becoming a preteen and the things that puberty, all that bullshit. And then freshman year of high school was when we got sex ed class.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. You have to expose them to it in the right way. You're right. We're like explaining it to them and being like, this is a way that some people choose to lead their life, but she's probably not the most mentally stable person in the world. I think we can all agree on that
yeah.
with Cardi B. And
Yeah.
I don't know about Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know.
I've never listened to
I
her.
don't know that girl from my left foot. So
Same.
I don't know, man. I like
mean-
it as an adult. I like watching it. I might turn
Guys.
it on when you guys leave today.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the end
That's
of
for
the,
different reasons.
at the end of the day, guys, it's all about money. It really is. Like
Yeah.
it's Cardi B like raps about getting money because she's about getting fucking money, and she does it like this.
With her pussy.
It literally,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
people like it, and she gets paid, and it's like when you're that idol, you got to keep doing shit.
Sex sells, bro. I ain't
and
hating on
it
it.
does.
really does, and it's it's our world, and you know what? We can't shun that. That's reality. So we have to introduce that to our kids. They have to. Don't let them just crash course into it. Let
Yeah.
them slowly kind of be introduced to that world, because I mean it's
It's
something
there.
that it's there, but it'll present itself in time to each human being, and when it does, they learn it a lot better than it being explained and pushed onto them in many different ways.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic.
It's a balance for sure.
All right, guys. So, got some news articles today. The first one is titled as 8 million in drugs seized in largest heroin bust in Georgia's history.
8 million. I wonder what heroin costs.
I don't think heroin is like an expensive drug, to be honest. I think it's one of those cheap ones. No, kind of.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I've heard that about meth too, but then people go like broke on meth. So I
You'd
don't-
have to go ask like an undercover cop.
But that's because the more often you do it, the more you need to get more high.
yeah.
So you
but
gotta buy more.
I
buy
have to
more.
imagine the same as with heroin too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, more than likely. So here, go ahead and explain.
Anyway.
So, an Atlanta man has been indicted on federal charges related to the largest heroin bust in Georgia's history. Antonio Deshaun Daniels, also known as Freckleface Sean, was arrested on July 27th after federal authorities executed search warrants on multiple locations in Atlanta where he was known to distribute drugs. So, in total, the authorities said they seized 170 kilograms of heroin, 10 kilograms of cocaine, 8 kilograms of marijuana, more than $1 million in cash, and 41 firearms.
God damn, this dude was armed to the
fucking-
teeth with a shit ton of cash and more drugs than anyone in this room will ever see.
God.
8 kilograms of weed. That is so much pot.
Dude.
8 kilos of weed? That's like, let's see, how many kilos in a pound? Is it like 2.25?
I have no idea.
Times 8
We sell
is
weed.
like 16 pounds. 16 pounds of weed, something like that, a little over.
Yeah, dude, and I like, to me, like, a pound is a lot. Like, that's
I know, a
a dis-
pound is fucking
that's-
mind blowing.
yeah, that's our dispensary. That's
It's
like
16
that's
ounces.
what you get in and you sell, and that's about a couple weird days, and that's a lot of weed. Like, bro, a
16 ounces
kilo? Dude.
is 1 pound.
Oh my gosh,
So
dude.
the authorities estimate that the value of the drugs found were at $8.5 million.
That seems low to me, especially having 10 kilos of
Oh
coke.
yeah, easily. That's what you selling them. 10 G's, 10
Yeah.
grammars.
170 kilos of heroin. Just
Dude.
wow, man. What does that even look like? I know it's powder, so it's pretty light. But
Here, I'll show you. I got you,
Jesus.
dude.
You got a
Here.
picture of it?
I've got a picture right here.
Oh,
So imagine like literally 2 dumpsters full. Like I literally ordered a dumpster today because I'm about to move, and so I fucking dude, this dumpster is a 40 wide trailer, bro. And like here, let me show you, dude. Oh, look. Right there, dude. That's,
oh my God.
yeah.
Okay, so imagine like
I was over exaggerating, but it's like
It's
2
like-
bins.
it's like the back of a dump truck, kind of. Like fill up the back of a dump truck, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, those are on tables. Okay. It's like filling up the bed of a truck, but it's a lot of drugs. A lot of different drugs, too.
A lot of drugs. A lot of dip.
Wow, man. That's crazy.
Dude,
They
isn't that
busted him
insane?
in Georgia, huh?
Yep.
Wow. That's insanity.
Biggest bust in Georgia. Bro, fucking that. Wouldn't that be, dude?
It's going to be an itchy weekend for the folks in Georgia.
Dude. That motherfucker
Not going to be getting their drugs.
pushing.
Yeah.
He was pedaling weight over there.
Wonder if that was it or if there's any like pills or. I bet there was all sorts of shit, man.
Oh, there was probably shit. That guy's
Ugh.
in the Santa Claus with drugs for those people.
Literally.
Rolling into town, throwing bags of weed around. He'd be coming down your chimney, but it isn't to give you toys.
Nothing.
It's drugs and to fuck your wife.
What are they? Instead of leaving out cookies, they leave a line of cocaine.
Yeah, and eat your wife's cookie. Oh, Jesus. That's where my head's at today, apparently.
Oh, fucking, that is ridiculous.
Instead of milk, they leave out a bottle of Hennessy.
Yup.
Yeah, there
yup.
you go.
Pour a little off the side.
A little bottle of methadone. Hey, maybe you shouldn't do this anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Alright, run us
8
the next
million
one.
in drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of drugs.
Fucking drugs, yo.
I feel bad for that guy.
I don't.
Why? Why would you feel bad for him?
I mean, like, I don't like feel bad like that. I mean, it just sucks that like, you know, he was probably got away with that for a long time, and now you're finally caught. Like,
That's what
damn.
he gets, yo.
That's what you get for selling
Selling-
heroin and
yeah.
cocaine
Yeah.
to people
Fuck.
illegally. I mean,
For
I
real.
will hear an argument for that stuff being legal and people being allowed to do it because they're going to do it anyway, but it isn't. So you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You'll always get caught, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't learn that from Breaking Bad.
The DEA
You're
is
always
actually
caught.
pretty good at what they do, it turns out.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, your best advice is not do that shit. But yo, run us that next one.
All right, guys. So I actually just recently found out about this kind of myself. But if you didn't know, there's some crazy wildfires going on. Of course, you know, it's summertime. It's hot. You know, California is known for having wildfires. But apparently these wildfires are going across California, Oregon, and Colorado.
Fuck.
So, firefighters across 3 western states are battling wildfires that have destroyed more than 73,000 acres. So
Joint pass, intermission. Go ahead.
So, evacuation orders have been issued in areas threatened by the lake fire in California's Los Angeles County, the Mosier Creek fire in Central Oregon, and the Pine Gulch and Grizzly Creek fires in Colorado.
Gosh, damn.
That time of year.
Yep, it's that time. It's getting hot.
When I went camping at the end of June, there was already fire restrictions in a lot of the places that I went to, so it's just a dry year. We didn't get a ton of snow this winter.
Yeah.
Everything's been fucked up because of COVID.
Yeah, with it
I
being
feel like they weren't burning slash and stuff like that as much as they normally would have.
That's true.
The fire was 0% contained this morning.
How big is that one right now?
They said it's already destroyed 73,000 acres.
That's all of them combined.
It's got to be, probably.
That was what that article
Yeah,
said.
we'll have to look at the Colorado one.
I'd be interested to see. Usually that containment is because it just started. It'll start at 0% contained, and then they usually, that number will go up.
Yeah.
Get into the 30% range, and it'll waver a little bit, and then they seem to get it under wraps eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough thing, man. Every year around this time.
Yeah, because I know you're explaining on one of our prior podcasts, dude.
Oh.
And, Montana, one of those times, a lot of times you saw.
Every year it burns, dude.
And you showed me
Every
pictures,
year.
dude. You showed me pictures of that one, bro.
Yeah.
That one that was insane, dude. That fire that you showed me.
Yeah, we almost got evacuated when I was younger. I lived in this trailer park that was right over the backside of this mountain that was on fire. And it got up to the peak, but it didn't creep over. And, like, we could see the glow of the mountain at night. It was fucking nuts, man.
Yeah. Like
Ash all over on your driveway the next morning and on your car. And
Like, dude, that shit was just a picture, but you can see the intensity. Like, you just see, like, the flames. And, like, you could feel the heat. It's
Yeah,
like
literally.
You
Yeah.
literally look at that, you're like, dude, that had to have been hot.
Oh, we drove through it one night. I know I've talked about it on the podcast before, but we were driving through either that fire that I showed you guys or another fire during that year. And
God,
we
dude.
didn't know that fire was going on. And it kind of started that, I think it had started the night before and was progressing throughout the day.
Yeah.
So when we got to it, we were driving through fire on both sides of the road, and they were like in the process of shutting that road down.
God.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Dude, that's insane. It's like, what do you even do?
You feel the heat on the windows.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
like, whoa.
It's just like burning it. That's insane. Don't even touch. You can't even touch the window because it freaking burn your hand.
Oh, for real though. I mean, it doesn't get that hot, but it's warm to the touch,
yeah,
bro. I'll tell you.
Can't
that
hold it
much.
there for too long.
No.
Man, that's insane, dude. I mean, that's just, it happens like this. But I mean, the thing I'll always explain, I'm not a fucking scientist, dude. I'm just a stoner that goes to college for graphic design. But I mean, when you burn in this stuff, it grows back. And then, new forests are built, all the stuff happens.
It's a natural part of the cycle.
It naturally, natural fires are much better than man-made fires. That's what they say.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So
They actually allow them to burn to a certain extent because they're supposed to burn off old dead brush in the forest and allow for new growth, and it actually keeps the the entire ecology of the area more healthy.
And our state's not a complete piece of shit. Like, we're not just gonna let a fire burn, put it out, and be like, okay, that's it. No, we actually do conservation. We actually send people. We pay people to go there, check it out, make sure it's growing good, and that's it.
It's a whole operation, man.
Yeah,
Firefighting it's very intense.
Yeah. So it's like, don't ever imagine all this just goes. It's a bad thing.
Sometimes even man-made fires aren't the worst thing in the world because they do burn off old forests that they were about to get it one way or the other. And that is not to say go out and burn forests. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there have been times where they'll let those burn. That forest needed it anyway.
Yeah, it's just harder to put out man-made fires.
And
that's all they say.
Yeah, and it's also very difficult to put out a fire in the first place. So it's not like you can just snap your fingers and it goes away.
It goes away. It's like, it's a process. But I mean, we get it done. Hell yeah.
So it says in the article that in Colorado, the Pine Gulch fire had consumed more than 58,000 acres this morning with only 7% containment. And then the Grizzly Creek fire had destroyed more than 4,600 acres by today.
Okay.
It said that the fire ignited Monday, crossed the Colorado River and Interstate Interstate 70 on Wednesday, prompting the interstate to shut down east of Glenwood Springs.
Interesting.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's not that far.
It really isn't. Not at all.
I was up in Glenwood Springs not all that long ago. Fucking A, man. Well, Hopefully they get that under wraps. It's windy as shit lately too. That does not help.
Yeah, it is kind of hot today too.
Yeah, yesterday it was fucking like dry hot. Like,
Scalding.
ugh.
Oh, it's been like that lately, and
Yeah.
that's why we have this forest fires. Just to explain that in Colorado here, like we were just talking about at the beginning of this podcast, like it's just been super fucking hot, and it's like
Don't get a
it's a
ton.
dry heat.
We haven't been getting a ton of moisture this year either. The
Yeah.
spring was kind of dry.
Yeah, there's no humidity here. It's like we don't have humidity in Colorado, so we're prone to forest fires.
Yes, indeed. I'll go fight that shit with my fist, dude. Let's go. Fight fire with fists of fury. Is that racist? I don't know. See how much I care?
So relating to that Red Bull can that you were actually drinking, this article has to do with the son of the owner and like creator of Red Bull, and he's in a lot of trouble.
Uh-oh.
So
Should I not have drank that Red Bull?
I think there might be sperm in it.
So
Go for it.
on September 3rd of 2012, a black Ferrari struck a police motorcycle in downtown Bangkok, knocking the officer to the ground and dragged his body down the street before speeding away. So a hit and run.
Literally, freaking just so the officer, like, he got hit, grabbed on. Was
No,
hold
I
on.
don't think he grabbed on.
No,
I think
he-
the car just hit him and
and
he
he-
got stuck somehow and he was getting dragged
Oh my
as the car
gosh.
was driving away, and obviously it killed him. But apparently, so the police found the owner of the car. So a trail of oil leaking from the sports car led investigators to the luxury home of one of Thailand's wealthiest families, the co-owners of the Red Bull energy drink empire.
Fuck. Oh dear. Accidentally committed manslaughter in Daddy's Ferrari.
So the man driving the Ferrari was the heir to a family fortune that Forbes estimates to be worth $20.2 billion.
Dude, that gives me so much anxiety thinking about this kid who he's out driving around, he fucked up really bad
Yeah.
and then panicked, and in his panic he killed a guy.
And that's the guy that made that Red Bull you just drank.
Oh,
Well,
the
never gonna be able to
co-owners.
drink
Yeah,
that
he's
again.
the kid of
That was the heir to the
co-owners.
throne, bro.
So
Yeah.
he was charged with 5 criminal counts, including speeding, hit and run, reckless driving causing death. But it said the case stalled for years as the billionaire, whatever that word is. He said the repeatedly missed or postponed prosecutors' summonses. So he managed to put it off for years.
Oh my gosh.
So is he convicted now, or?
So let's see. I think so, yeah. It's talking about the officer. Oh wait, so apparently they dropped the charges.
Oh my, bro, what?
They must have paid
They
so
had to have,
much money.
yeah.
They did. It was
Dropped the charges. That's
Mo-
fucking Thailand for you,
Dude,
man.
you can
Jesus
just-
Christ.
That is so crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Money
it's-
talks.
It said on July 23rd, Colonel Sampan, I definitely cannot pronounce his last name, of the Royal Thai Police confirmed that the Office of Attorney General had decided to drop all charges against the son.
Oh, that makes my
Oh
stomach
my
hurt, man. That
gosh,
poor guy's family.
dude. Our president and that guy is a perfect example of when you have so much money that you're above the law
For real, his son killed a guy.
and
Yeah.
walked away.
He Bruce Jennered that poor officer.
Literally.
South Park, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, maybe now his kid will change his identity, and everybody will forget. For real
Oh
though,
my-
that actually happened. Do you know that? That Bruce Jenner, in the process of transitioning, was on his phone, her phone. I don't know what they were at that point, and slammed into the back of somebody at an intersection and killed that person.
I was wondering, obviously,
Yeah.
I figured if South Park made a joke of it, it had to have been a real thing.
That is a very
Oh,
real
it was a
story.
very
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
South Park roasted the fuck out of her.
It was weird. It was weird timing because very shortly after that, she came out as Caitlyn Jenner. Right?
Interesting.
Caitlyn Jenner? Yeah.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Not saying that one had anything to do with the other. It was just very odd timing, and then everybody
Yeah.
forgot about the car accident.
Yeah,
death.
exactly.
Dude, it gets deeper.
I hate these stories because they like fill me with so much anxiety. I could see myself doing something stupid like that, and just
Yeah.
being like,
Well, I know, dude.
fuck.
Like,
Could happen to
yo,
anybody.
That's
Yeah.
like a teenage story of somebody fucking out. It's like something you'd see in a movie. Fucking literally, like
He
a
got-
hair to some throw and fucking up, being a teenager. And
He got so lucky though.
yeah, dude.
I don't think he was a teenager though. I mean, because
He's in his 20s,
he
I
was
think.
27 when he was indicted.
No, okay. Well, he's 19, but I mean, he's still kind of young. But
I mean,
he's
He's older than you.
Yeah, but the point is, like, he's about my age, and I could
Yeah.
see myself doing
Yeah.
something
Everybody
stupid.
could,
like
yeah,
everybody in their
like
20s
everybody
just
could do
does
something
dumb
like that.
Anybody
shit.
in their 50s could do something
Yeah,
that
it's like
stupid.
you know,
Exactly.
you could be doing it's like, and it's like,
And it's
damn.
sometimes not even stupid. It's just wrong place, wrong time, wrong set
It's
of
literally
circumstances.
accident.
It's just like Final Destination. Sometimes shit just happens
Yep.
just right.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're just in the right spot as the wheel
Yeah.
flew off that NASCAR.
Uh huh.
and we're not
shit
trying
went
to
flying.
we're not trying to say that what he did was a I don't know.
Please
we're trying to
don't hit
cover
and
for him.
run.
Yeah, we're not trying to cover
Don't do
for this guy.
that.
No.
But like it's the thing of like honestly that story might not have explained all the points. It might have left some shit out. Like
Yeah.
you never know exactly what happened. Like and like I mean, you know as well as I know that we've all done stupid shit in our lives.
Yeah.
And we probably will continue because we're human beings and that's just what human beings do.
We're going to make mistakes.
Yep.
Yo, what kind of shitty luck though that he hit a cop?
Oh.
Like a cop.
Dude, of all people. That's the thing, like you can hit people when you're driving, bro. You can hit people when you're, there's stasis, not
You
even
could
there's
hit
something there.
You could hit a congressman in traffic.
Yeah.
You could, dude, but when you hit a cop, that is just, you fucked up, man. You really fucked up.
You hit a cop. You hit a cop car.
He's right
like-
there. It's like you don't even have to call it. Like there's no 911. It's there.
It's a wrap. I just saw what happened. Here's your ticket. Have a nice day. Enjoy the higher insurance rates. Don't ever fucking hit me on my motorcycle again. That's how that conversation should have gone. The kid took off. Don't ever do that. Just
Yeah.
stay there. Take your lickings. At least you didn't kill a guy.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
Yo, but he did though.
You could have paid your way out and not killed a guy, but you killed a guy and paid your way out. That's fucked up.
I've seen it happen, dude. It happened out in front of our body shop one day. This kid came around a corner way too fast and he slammed right into my boss's car and he took off. And then like 2 minutes later, he was right back. He was like, "I'm so sorry. I just freaked out. I didn't know what to do.
That's good that he came back.
I don't have insurance and I got really nervous and I left. So I'll stay." And he waited around until the cops got there. It was
Good.
like solid move, but I see how that can happen to
Yeah.
people sometimes where you're just like, "Oh
Panic.
fuck, I gotta get out of here."
Your adrenaline's rushing.
Yeah.
You know, you just fought. You know, you fucked up, and it was
Fight
a
or
big fuck up.
fight or flight reaction
Yeah.
type of thing. Yeah. Will you stop lighting that thing and just fucking smoke it?
Sorry, bro. It was the end, so it's hard. It's
No,
not
you're
so
good.
lit.
I just only got to hit it once and it tasted so good. I really want to hit it again.
He doesn't like the end.
Mm.
Oh, you're disgusting, dude. But here, run us the next story. That one's. Don't we have one more?
All right, yep, we got one last one. This one's pretty like this one's pretty insane. So it's titled as Key West police arrested an 8-year-old at school. His wrists were too small for the handcuffs. So when I first read this article, I thought maybe this is like the, scare the kid straight type of thing. No, this is like a legit like they straight up fucking arrested this kid, this little fucking boy.
What did they arrest him for?
So, police officers at a Florida elementary school arrested an 8-year-old boy who had allegedly hit a teacher.
That bitch have it coming?
I mean, what
She
did she
smack him?
do?
He's 8 years old. It doesn't fucking matter. He's 8 years old. He's
Well,
a child.
I'm not worried about them. They shouldn't be
mean,
arresting
but
this kid.
So, let me see. So, fucking on Tuesday, she filed a federal lawsuit, or the mom. On Tuesday, the mom filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the officers used excessive force, that the school officials failed to intervene, and that the city and school district violated the Americans with Disabilities Act. It said that the police literally took they arrested the kid, took him to jail, fingerprinted him, DNA swabbed him, and took his mugshot. Like, they did everything.
Gosh, damn.
The
Look
kid
at
is
8 years.
The kid is literally 3.5 feet tall and 64 pounds.
Okay, so why is it a violation against the Humans with Disabilities Act? Does he have some cognitive disability or something?
I don't know. It didn't go into detail, but it said that the little boy was charged with felony battery.
He wait, so what did he try to do with this?
It just said that he hit the teacher.
With what?
It didn't say. It just said he hit the teacher.
I bet he had like a stapler or some shit.
Something like.
There's got to be for them to like charge him with that shit.
Felony battery, you had to have like tried to like really like. Yeah. But I mean, at this point, let me explain it like this. This kid could have came from like a domestic violence home, you know, where like it's somebody beating on another, like its parents, you know, that shit happens.
Yeah.
And like he sees that, and you know, kids emulate everything they see.
And this could be a good wake up call in that respect, because like maybe mom and dad haven't had to suffer any legal consequences for the shit they do around the house. If he has to, he might realize, oh, that's wrong.
Exactly. I mean, it's just so sad he had to realize it so young, and I mean, he's already going to.
They're
prison.
not gonna charge him as an adult and send him to prison. He's 8 years old. The worst thing that's gonna happen is they'll send him to juvenile hall. They're probably trying to scare this kid, because my guess is he's probably like a bad kid or like has issues with these kinds of things, has done this shit in the past. And I'm just guessing here that they're trying to prove a point, but to do that, to prove a point, it's a little excessive.
So finally, way down the article, they go into detail of what happened. So it was a substitute teacher. The teacher was supervising a class in the lunchroom and said that the student, which was a little boy, was not sitting properly on the bench seat. She asked him to sit properly several times, and then she asked him to sit by her. He refused, and she got up and walked over to him. She told police that the student told her, "Don't put your hands on me," as she approached him. The student allegedly began to curse at her, told her, "My mom is going to beat your ass," and then punched her in the chest with his right hand.
That's not battery. It's just assault in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, I mean, if anything, like,
or is it bad? I don't even know.
Wasn't he telling her to get away from her? Like,
yeah, he told her, like, "Don't put your hands on me."
Just leave the kid alone.
And then was cursing at her, and then told her, "My mom's gonna beat your ass."
Well, she can't now, unfortunately, but she might have if things had gone a different way.
I mean, and honestly, that's bad because I mean, it's the parent at that point. Because when you think about the story that the parent had told this kid, like the kid knows how to say the word ass. It's like
she touches you, tell her I'm gonna beat her ass.
Yeah, beat her ass. Like literally, that's exactly where it goes, guys. And it's like it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't also like put your hands on other people's kids, you know?
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't do that either.
That's my thoughts on that. I understand discipline, but if they're not gonna listen, I think it's like, all right, get the principal. Call the principal.
And if they tell you, "Don't touch me," don't touch him.
Don't touch him. Like call the principal. Like you.
But if he's saying no, like what are you supposed to do? He's 8.
Yeah, he's 8 years old. Exactly.
You grab him by the arm and you're like, "No, we're going."
Exactly.
Kid,
I agree with that as well.
Fucking cuffs can't even fit on his hands. You just tell him not to hit people. Because I know kids that hit people. There's tons of kids that just hit
Put him
people.
in ISS all day.
Yeah, exactly. Put him in detention or suspend him. Or I don't know. Like you ain't gotta take him to jail. And 3 cops came up to him, and at that point, the kid's already crying.
That's my point. It's
3 police officers came up.
That's excessive as shit.
It's just why? It's like you have one police officer come up to him, bend down on his knees, and be like, "Hey, man. You know, I just want to have a talk with you, like, you know," and it's like you have the talk with him, you know, do it like in a nice way, in a kind way, and just let it, dude. You don't have to.
Who the fuck called the cops? That's my question.
Like, I'm just so confused.
Literally, he hit her with his hand. That's it. Like, it literally said in the article, the teacher sustained no injuries.
It's an 8-year-old hitting
She got a boob punch from an 8-year-old.
Literally.
It's a fucking 8-year-old. What are we talking about here?
God damn, dude.
Man, our world is...
It took 9 months for them to dismiss the fucking charges.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. And this is why, honestly, I don't blame people for wanting to do a new police force. Like,
see, that's not on the police, though. That one specifically is not on the police. Somebody called the cops and said, "We have an unruly 8-year-old here that we can't deal with."
Yeah.
It's just
Fucking, if you are a teacher and you can't deal with an 8-year-old, you need to get another job.
Exactly.
I don't
don't-
care how difficult this kid is.
it's the teacher, it's the cops. It's at some point you have to be an adult and make a concise judgment. This is an 8-year-old kid.
He weighed 64 pounds,
You have
y'all.
4 adults sitting in a circle, 3 of them with guns, and you're putting cuffs on an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
The cuffs
Come
can't
on,
even
man.
fit.
And we're adults.
Where are you taking him?
They
You
took
gonna
him to
take
j-
him to jail?
Yeah,
And you're
they literally
probably-
did.
And you're
They
probably
took him to the booking station, but I'm sure his parents came and picked him up.
and you're
You
obviously
can't book an 8-year-old with adults.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing this in a classroom. They're with other kids in a school.
I think it was in like a lunchroom or something, probably.
Yeah.
Because it said that they were having lunch.
With other kids looking.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
see
there's all the
these
other
kids
kids.
seeing any at the age of 8, probably these kids around the same age,
Yeah.
watching another kid get cuffed.
Get
and we're trying to
arrested?
paint this image of the cops being an okay thing in this world. Okay.
But also, he said, my mom's going to beat your ass. So
I mean,
I'm like, there needs to be something done discipline-wise here,
But
and there needs
not-
to be a conversation with the parents, not
Exactly.
calling the cops,
yeah.
but there needs to be something done
There needs to be something
It's not
done.
just
It's-
cool what that
yeah,
kid
it's not
did.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. But
It's a
like,
bad thing to teach a kid it's
dude,
okay
give
to
him
do.
like suspension for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the most you freaking expel him from the school?
Yeah, but
It's-
suspension is like a fucking vacation, dude. I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Yeah, you're
in-school
right.
suspension is the
In-
best thing for kids
I
because you have to sit in a little cubby and stare at the wall. That's what I had to do when I was in middle school. If you got in-school suspension, there's a little
Yeah.
like area where you sit at a desk and you just stare at a wall that's 2 feet in front of you and you get nothing. No pencils, no notebooks, no nothing.
Yeah.
You just stare at the wall.
honestly, I mean,
Think about what you did.
it's the best method of action. I mean, it's like that's life. It's like you'll fuck up in life, do some things you shouldn't do, and it's like you shouldn't do it, and it's like you're gonna have to sit there and you're gonna have to think about what you did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
And that's
I don't
it's a fine line. So it's a crazy way, but I
Yeah,
mean,
because bro, I'd really love to know the history of that. Have they tried that with this kid and nothing worked? And finally they were just like, you know what? This kid needs a wake up call. We're going to scare this boy straight.
Oh, shit,
And the
that's
cops
good.
took it a little bit too far. And yeah, you never know, man.
I mean,
It seems crazy. You're like, oh, you're arresting an 8-year-old. But what if this little fucker was like putting tacks on teachers' chairs and like,
you're right.
I mean, that is stabbing someone in the butt. That's
Yeah.
not, I've
Yeah.
never thought that was funny.
No, neither.
But I mean,
would you
honestly, you
do
got to
that?
think. We've seen that show. I forgot the name of the show, but I'm sure you've seen it, where they take the kids to jail, and you see these kids in this freaking jail. It's
Scared
like scaring them
Straight.
Scare straight.
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say, literally, bro. And it's like these kids explain their stories, and it's like they're bad kids. These kids
Yeah.
fucking did some shit.
But
And it's
all-
like,
But also, he's 8. Can we not figure this out? What kind of
Yeah.
home is he in? Do we need to intervene there? Does he not need to be living in this home? There's a lot of unknowns, especially when it
there's-
comes to kids, man, because
You're
they
right.
act things out in different ways.
you're right, dude. Well,
There's a lot to unpack there, I imagine.
at the end of that, man, shout out and just dude, just raising your kids right. Like,
Yeah. Shout out to
dude,
good parents, good cops,
Yeah.
and good people.
Just good people. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to blowjobs at 9 a.m.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, I didn't get one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If any ladies out there listening, help your man out.
alright,
You know what I mean?
alright. Why specific time? All right.
It's a good time to wake up, dude.
Laugh when you get a DM at 8:30.
Hurry. 9 o'clock comes quick, and I ain't waiting for your ass.
Yo, shout out to not pushing kilos of cocaine and being a fucking drug lord in Georgia.
Yeah.
A place where you just probably should be doing that.
Yeah, it seems like a bad place to be selling a lot of hard drugs, but maybe also a great place because not a lot of people want to do it.
Don't be the drug Santa Claus.
Yeah, indeed. Ho, 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 gonna fuck your wife and take a little methadone.
Shout out to learning how to drive, and when
Mm.
you're a non-Colorado native or anybody that just drives.
Yeah, shout out to road work.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shout out. Yeah, that shit literally. I
Road
had
construction, whatever people call it out here.
my 20-minute drive home at 10 last night turned into a
Oh.
40-minute drive.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, you know, because they literally shut down I-71. But yeah. Yep.
Oh,
they do
my
their
ex has
time.
been closed for weeks. Son.
Yep. My ex has been closed for weeks too.
Yeah, it's stupid. I want to get home quicklier than I do.
Quickly.
Yeah, I'm making up words too.
Oh hell yeah, I like it.
This has been another episode of It's 420 Somewhere. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on all the platforms that you listen to this podcast. That's Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Play, which will soon be YouTube Podcasts, I believe, Amazon Podcasts once they go live, Stitcher, Player FM, pretty much anywhere, my dude. So go check us out. It's 420 somewhere. It's with an apostrophe, 420 like the clock somewhere, the way you spell somewhere. And then, yeah, like T-shirt, except for the zero.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just 4
exclude 0.
4:20.
Yep.
And not like the one behind your pelvis there. Anyway, that was so stupid. I'm tired, bro. Give me some slack. Go check out our Instagram as well at 420 somewhere pod, and our Facebook is it's 420 somewhere, just like you spell the podcast name. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, people.
Click it.
It's I've been getting quicker and quicker with these video uploads, so keep an eye out. If you subscribe, you will get a notification as soon as they are available.
Yes, we are getting on it. And would you not like to see our lovely faces? I'm starting to grow a fro. I'll grow a fro for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I've been taking dick pills. It's getting a lot bigger. You might see it through the sweats one of these days. Why do I always end with my dick? I don't know. We love you. Thank you for listening.
Deuces.